going well until the doctor stuck his finger in my butt. I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm going to have to get a new eye doctor. Met an x-ray technician a couple years ago, and she was real cute. I thought, wow, I'd like to ask her out. So I asked her out a couple times. But seeing as how she was an x-ray technician, she was able to see right through that. I just wanted to take her out a couple times. My doctor asked me how my thyroid was doing. I said, well, it's hanging just a little bit lower than the rest of my hemorrhoids. That's why they call it a thyroid, right? He says, well, good Lord, we're going to have to take that thing off of there. So after a rather painful surgery, I said, geez, Doc, I'm in a lot of pain. I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep. He gave me a prescription. He says, if you take one of these pills, it'll make you sleep like a baby. I said, does that mean it's going to make me wet the bed? He said, depends. My sister married a guy that was going to medical school. She said, I'm going to marry him because he's going to be a doctor, and doctors make lots of money. I said, well, what kind of doctor is he going to be? She said, well, he's going to be a gynecologist. I said, oh man, not a gynecologist, they never make any money. She says, well, how do you figure? I said, well, think about it. His business is always going in the hole. I was talking to a nurse a couple of weeks ago about the high cost of health care. I said, maybe you can tell me why it costs $40 for 2 Band-Aids. She said, hey, it was your idea to put them over my nipples, and I'll pay up. Somebody told me that those nurses out at the plant at Lockwood aren't real nurses. I know that ain't true because one of them gave me a prostate exam. That was another $40 well spent. I was talking to my doctor about what sort of exercise a fellow my age ought to be doing. He said, well, walking is the best exercise for you, and the benefits of walking 3 miles a day have been well documented. He said, why don't you try that for 30 days and give me a call? I said, okay. So after 30 days, I gave him a call back, and he said, how's the walking going? I said, well, Doc, it's kind of a good news, bad news thing. He said, well, what's the good news? I said, well, the good news is I've been walking 3 miles a day, and I feel great. He said, well, what's the bad news? I said, well, it's been 30 days. I'm now 90 miles from home. I'm starting to miss my wife. Last night was the night we were supposed to have our monthly sex. Do y'all know what a proctologist is? In hillbilly speak, that right there is a butt doctor. I have some advice for you. Never visit a proctologist named Dr. Pfister. Still hurts me to even talk about it. By the time I left out of his office, I had figured out why gay guys walk funny. They're just trying to keep their shit together. By the time I made it to my car, I thought, oh man, I sure hope I don't get another thyroid. The good news was, when I got the bill, I saw he'd given me the 5-finger discount. Late last year, I had to go in for a colonoscopy. That's that procedure where they stick a telescope up your ass and have a look-see around. On the drive to the appointment, I was wondering to myself, what kind of an asshole puts telescopes up assholes all day long? So when I got there and I saw the technician was a black lady, I was a little surprised. I said, could you do me a favor? When you're done shoving your telescope up my ass there, could you please tell my wife you did not find my head up there? She said, listen, bub, if I can see your anus with this, I can pretty much see your head. I said, do I get a discount for being funny? She said, oh, you better believe I won't make discount. She was a smart lady, and I like smart ladies, and she must have liked smart asses too, because she made my ass smart for 2 days. You guys are a great audience. I'm Phil Tilley.